Starting a YouTube channel from scratch can feel like a pretty daunting task. Well, I've got 5 tips to get you going. Getting over the fear hurdle. Now, it can be quite intimidating to start a YouTube channel. The thought of putting yourself out there on the internet for the world to see, but it's not really for the world to see. It's your family, your friends that could potentially see your videos and judge you and the people that you know. I know this because I had that hurdle when I got started, right? But one thing I would always go back to with this point, there's 2 things actually. First of all, everything that you want to achieve in your life is on the other side of fear or discomfort, right? All of the goals, all of the aspirations that you have for yourself, you can only really achieve them by making yourself feel uncomfortable by doing new things. And second of all, if you're starting a new YouTube channel from scratch, I can pretty much promise you that your first 10 videos won't really get all that many views. So ultimately, not many people are going to see you on camera for the first time if you are a little bit rubbish. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. I was really worried about putting something out there that was rubbish, to be honest. I remember my first few videos that I made with my friend Sam, which was my sort of graphics and design, etc. behind them. They didn't look too great. But again, I go back to that point. Your first few videos, not many people are going to see them. So don't worry about being a bit rubbish at the start. The whole way you get better is simply by making more and more videos and gaining experience. And ultimately, you can only do that by getting over that fear hurdle of making the first video. Choosing your niche. Well, you have to choose a subject matter or a niche to make your videos about. And I've got 3 sort of tick boxes, I would say, in terms of what you need to make sure you have from your niche. First of all, you need to pick a niche that you're interested enough about to make at least 100 videos without getting any real reward. The average YouTuber takes 100 videos to reach 1,000 subscribers, which if you didn't know, is the point where YouTube monetization opens and Google start paying you advert revenue. So you need a niche that you can make 100 videos about. Second of all, you can make 100 videos about it through your own motivation, but you need a niche that genuinely has enough content about it that you can make, well, probably more than 100 videos if you want to make a sustainable YouTube channel. And thirdly, you need to pick a niche that has enough people that are interested in it that you can gain a decent following on your YouTube channel. So yes, pick something you're interested in, but you also need to pick something that has enough content about it and that also people genuinely want to watch. I was worried when I first started with YouTube that the niche that I picked was oversaturated. I make videos about fantasy football, and when I started, there were some already very well established and great creators in my space, but I've still managed to build a relatively successful YouTube channel despite that real high level of competition. And what some people can forget when they start their YouTube channel is what sets them apart from other people. It's not necessarily better graphics, better video quality, even in some cases, better advice. It's you and your personality. You on YouTube are your unique selling point. And as long as you can get your personality across in your videos, that's going to set you apart from the competition. Now, if you're enjoying the video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave me a like rating and subscribe to the Tom H Coaching channel down below. And if you wanted more personal coaching from me on a one-to-one basis, please email me, tomhcoaching@gmail.com. There'll be a link in the description. Watching other successful creators in your niche. Now, what I'm not telling you to do here is just go out and copy what the successful YouTubers are doing, because that won't go down really well. But what I am trying to tell you to do is take inspiration from what they're doing. So analyze their content. What key features are in their thumbnails? Because you want to know what makes the audience of that niche click on videos. Do they have particular, pictures, features, shapes, color of text, style of text, etc.? What's in the background? Just think about that when you look at their thumbnails. What are the key features of their titles? Are they in a particular form of, punctuation? Are they in all capitals? What kind of themes, what topics do they have in their video titles? And don't copy that. Just take inspiration from that when you make your videos. And I think as a new YouTuber, this might seem quite funny to say, but you're kind of at an advantage over these long-term established creators in your space because they've had to start from absolutely nothing with no reference point. Whereas you, by just doing research into successful creators in your space, you can get a head start by knowing what works already. So you can immediately start making videos that people actually want to watch, which if you're starting from scratch and don't really do your research, you're probably not going to do. And also, something that I've done that has proven to be somewhat successful is just genuinely reaching out to other creators in your space and just talking to them, asking them questions for advice on your channel. And genuinely, you would be surprised by how few of those sorts of reach outs that these YouTubers actually get. I mean, I know this firsthand. I went on a podcast last week with another really successful YouTuber in my space, a guy called FPL Raptor. I'll insert, you'll see the picture. That came out through basically me asking for some advice on my videos in terms of the length of the videos that I want to make. And then the DMs turned to him inviting me on his podcast. And well, yeah, I got to go on and my channel's grown as a result. So, you know, those kind of direct reach outs to other creators in your space, who knows where they could lead to. So yeah, I'd urge you to do something like that. Set process-driven goals. Now, I've mentioned this in a fair few of my videos already, but I think this is genuinely, and it's not just for YouTube, just for anything that you want to achieve in life, right? It's all well and good to have a grand vision of a, I would say, sort of material goal that you want to achieve. You can't really have material goals in the world of YouTube, but I see like a subscriber goal or a view goal or a money goal as kind of material goals around YouTube. And it's great to have those, right? Say you want to hit, I don't know, 1,000 subscribers in the next year, for example. That's great. But the goals that you really want to set and work towards are that high level, wishy-washy material goal of 1,000 subscribers. How are you actually going to get there? So you break that down. Well, in order to hit 1,000 subscribers, I probably need to make 100 videos because that's the average amount of time it takes. So plan, when are you going to make those 100 videos? Is it going to be 2 videos a week for a year? That's basically 100 videos. You know, those kinds of process-driven goals, that 2 videos a week for the next year kind of goal is really what you need to set when you're first starting out. And then on top of those goals, you need to instill a level of discipline and patience, right? You need the discipline to stick to that process-driven goal of making those 2 videos a week. I promise you, if you're making 100 videos, 20, 30%, maybe more of those videos, you're really not going to want to get out of bed in the morning and make. And it's true discipline that's going to drag you up in the morning in order to make those videos. You need to have that discipline. There's no real way around it. And then there is an element of patience around it too, right? You can upload as many videos as you want. It's when you start at least, and you'll see they probably won't get all that many views to begin. And it can be quite demoralizing to see yourself put in lots and lots of hours to produce what you think are really good videos that don't necessarily get all the views. But you need to have faith that as long as your content is good and you keep consistent with an upload schedule, that YouTube will eventually reward you. And at times, in a world where pretty much everything can be available to you on an instant basis, you need to have a bit of patience.